It's time to get casually uncomfortable. News Edition with your host, Chuck Jerome. Viewer discretion is advised. What is happening? What is going on? Welcome to the Wednesday News Edition. As you heard, I am Chuck Jerome, and this is all about the news. This is where I find articles, I go, damn, and then I talk about them. Or I might go, aw, or I might go, what the fuck? But I find them and I talk about them, and I just have fun with it. You know, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, there's a lot of weird, wild shit going on out here in the world, and somehow I find some of it and talk about some of it, and some of it I'm not going to. So, yeah, let's get it going. So this first article is out of Houston, Texas. Now I don't really want to move to Texas. There was a time where I was like, man, I want to move to Texas. They just changed up their laws and rules on the good old THC. And at some point, I'm going to be able to smoke it again. And if you go to Texas and you even have, if they even smell it on you, you could get the death penalty. So, I'm not trying to be a part of some shit like that. So I'm going to stay out of Tejas. But these two customers are suing Popeye's Chicken for over $1.5 million after finding a condom-like object in their chicken. Yeah. And the texture of a condom is not like, a plastic bag you get from a store. And you know what the fuck it is. And I'm telling you. I don't. Where do you? Honestly, I think they fry up the chicken there, so someone's getting beat in that store. Like I'm coming over the counter, and I'm fucking somebody up. There's no way around it. It's not like they have the chicken fried and then they get fried and then frozen and then get into the store. I don't think they do. Because they're always taking a long fucking time to get my order. But again, look, I love Popeyes. I hate KFC. Like KFC is going downhill. I know that KFC does batter and fry their own chicken. I don't see why Popeyes wouldn't. But, I don't know. They keep changing shit up. They're trying to make things easier for everybody. But let's get back to this. They found a condom-like object in their chicken. They told the employees, who laughed at their complaint and didn't address anything that was actually going on. They just laughed at them. Like, what? They ain't no motherfucking condoms. And let me tell you something. I'm pissed off, and now you're laughing at me. This ain't gonna be your day, buddy. Because I'm going to fill up a fucking cup of soda and sling that shit at you. And then as soon as you're like, how'd you do that? You're going to be met with a couple of roundhouse kicks and elbows and backhand fists. Listen, you hear a complaint like that, yeah, it does sound wild. There are people out there that are putting shit into their food to get something free. But then there are legit stories of manufacturers having shit in their food or their products that shouldn't be there, and then you get it, and now you got to sue. So I hope these people get what they want. Honestly, I hope that it was a legit concern and it's not some shit that they're doing. They're not pranking nobody. See, these fucking pranks have gotten so out of control that half the time you don't know what's real. Pranks and AI. It's going to be the fucking downfall of society. And I'm talking the AI that people are using to deceive people. Like some of this AI, yeah, it's nice in moderation. And then some of it, these people out here creating fakery. So it just bothers me. It bothers me. You know what I'm saying? It bothers me. All right, this next article, I call it Fortune Spider. And here's one where I thought it was AI, but this shit was real. This girl goes to Panda Express. She got her food, comes with a fortune cookie. She's going to eat her food. She looks and she sees something crawling on the table. And she says, "What the fuck?" And then she looks again and notices that it is a spider that is on her fortune cookie that is sealed up. And I saw the video and it made me itch a little bit. Just talking about it, I'm like, ooh, make me want to itch again. But she has more than 10 million views and received over 800,000 likes and 1,600 comments. Listen, I don't know what you do there. She also said, hey, look, this is not fake. I know you motherfuckers out here saying it's fake. It's not fake. I don't use AI like that. She wishes it was fake. I mean, if I saw some shit like that, I would wish it's fake too. Could you imagine if she opened the fucking fortune cookie container, set it there, and then a spider hops out? And it was a decent sized spider, and I don't know. It looked, all spiders to me look dangerous. You don't know. You're not getting fucking Spider-Man's powers. What you're going to get is an ungodly hospital bill. And you know, I couldn't imagine what the price is to get venom sucked out of your body. She said she didn't want to really go and say anything to the employees because she knows it's not their fault. That is a packaging issue. So she posted it, and now it's making its rounds, and we'll see how that goes. And I was looking at other articles. I mean, I'm not going to really get into it, but there apparently was a Brooklyn woman who found what is said to be a cloth-like object inside her bag of popcorn, hot honey popcorn. Then another woman, there was another article where she bit into some buffalo wings and they were just still fucking raw. And I'm like, oh, man. Listen, there's a lot of fucking fuckery going on in these restaurants. And that's why you just got to eat healthy. If you do it yourself, you have a better chance of not dealing with some shit like that. If you forego the popcorn, forego the bullshit, if you go and get the popcorn kernels and pop that shit yourself, guess what? You have a chance. But anything is possible. All this shit is just wild, and yeah, I couldn't even imagine. All right, let's keep moving on. This one I really like. It's called Flock You. A 20-year-old West Virginia man is facing felony charges for allegedly destroying flock cameras in Morgantown, West Virginia. Okay, he cut them down and he stole the flock cameras. And then he damaged another one. And he's been charged with damage, destruction, theft of equipment used by emergency responders, and conspiracy to commit a felony. So this guy is now going to be potentially charged as a felon. He posted his $15,000 bond, pleaded not guilty. And here's the thing. People went online, and this guy got over 20,000 comments that were alibis. Like, oh, he was walking my dog then. Oh, he was saving someone on the roof of a building. Oh, he was, cooking me dinner because I just broke my leg. He was my lifeguard. There's no way he could have been doing that at that time. Just all kinds of random fucking things. Almost 20,000 fucking people vouched for this guy. Which sounds crazy because at least that many people right now are just fucking done with these flock cameras that are reading your shit and just making you out to be like a fucking criminal right off the bat. And the big thing is, I talked about this, was it last week? Yeah, last week. People didn't give a shit about the cameras that are hanging out over stoplights and shit like that. They didn't care about that. What they're caring about is these cameras are just doing the fucking most. When people are doing something, cool. But then when someone takes it to another level, that another level is now the flock cameras, and people are just fucking tired of it. Here's the problem. They found a group text involving the West Virginia man that included images and just text alone. That'll fuck you up right there. Second man was arrested later in the week. They entered not guilty pleas and are both out on their $15,000 bonds while it plays out. And listen, it doesn't matter if people have all these alibis. The police now have video, pictures, audio of this shit going down. That's where they fucked up. Imagine if they didn't have that information and all they had to do was going off of what these people said. Now they got to sift through the bullshit. Wow. And you're telling me they don't have any other cameras around, like traffic cameras and shit like that? Like, what? What? Didn't say anything about that. But hey, these guys could potentially be fucked. Fucked from the flock. Man, that sucks. That's where we're at now. Yeah, it just really sucks. So be safe out there. Don't do anything crazy. You're not going to hear me telling you to do anything crazy so they can look back on episodes and be knocking at my motherfucking door. No way. So keep your ass out of trouble. Doctors are talking about the newest thing that is hitting the fucking emergency room waiting lists. People having problems with their necks. And it's because of these motherfucking phones. What they're calling it is tech neck. And what that is, you're looking down at your phone. Everybody's looking down. Nobody looks up anymore. So that's compressing fucking vertebrae in your neck, and you do it so much that now your neck is just used to being in that position, which it ain't supposed to be in that position, and that's why your shit hurts every day. You're like, oh, my neck hurts. Yeah, because you're staring at your phone, and you got your neck at a fucking 45-degree angle. Yeah, you're fucking yourself up. Because the phones already fuck up your sleep. They fuck with people's attention. And now it's fucking with your body. More. Physically. I mean, it's all physical, but now you're wondering why you're like, man, I need to go get a massage. Because your fucking neck is all fucking crumpled up. So be careful out there with tech neck. That's the new thing. You're going to go to the doctor and say, hey, I got tech neck. And they're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking? Get out of my office, you junkie. Doc, no, I need the meds. I got tech neck. Now you're going to jail, buckaroo. So be careful how you say it and who you say it to. And get off your damn phone. I normally try and keep things over in the U.S., but this one was a pretty wild one, and I was like, what the fuck? So there's a U.S.-based insurance company called Go Skippy, which there ain't no way I'm linking my car up with a fucking insurance company called Go Skippy. No way. No, thank you. Apparently it used to be called Joe Skippy, but now they call it Go Skippy. No. Skippy just sounds like that's what they're going to do. Skip out on their fucking responsibilities, and you're going to be stuck there paying the full bill if you get into a car accident. But this insurance company told a 35-year-old customer that they would not continue his insurance until he removed a handmade Jesus Loves You sticker from his vehicle. And they said the only way we're going to even think about keeping your insurance active is if you send us a picture with that shit off of your car. And he's like, what? Like, what does this have to do with it? Listen, we will keep you, but you need to get that off of your car. And out of fear of not having active insurance on his vehicle, because if you get pulled over with that, you're fucked. He reluctantly removed it. And now he is looking for legal support because he was faced with unfair treatment regarding his religious expression. And again, this was over in the UK. Could you imagine if this happened in the USA? There would be fucking picket lines. There would be fucking boycott lines. There'd be all kinds of shit going on. You're not going to let me express myself with my vehicle that I'm already fucking paying you money? You already get my money. What the fuck does it matter to you what I put on my vehicle? As long as it's not derogatory or just outright hateful. You know, what? What? Could you imagine Geico telling you, hey, yeah, we saw your bumper sticker because of the flock cameras, and you're not going to be able to keep that on there because we're going to drop you. So you have 1 week, send in a picture without that sticker being on there, and then we're going to use the flock cameras to find where you are, and when we see it, and if we see it, you will be dropped immediately. Could you hear that? Allstate, they're like, hey, you're in good hands, but you're going to also need to use those hands to take that fucking sticker off your car, or you will be dropped. You know, State Farm. They're like, listen, if we got to send Jake out there to physically take your sticker off the back of your car, then guess what? We will, and then we will double charge you this month. So go ahead, take it off the car, and we can continue with service. Could you imagine? Holy shit. And people, some people have some wild bumper stickers. And that was just religious expression. Wasn't anything that was hurting somebody else. It was, it wasn't like just one of those fucking wild bumper stickers. It could have been a lot worse. But hey, that's over in the UK. They don't even have fucking guns out there. They just got knives, little pocket knives. They don't even have big knives anymore because they got rid of them. So something crazy happens, you're getting knifed up. Only people that have guns are police. So they'll hold you at gunpoint and make you take your stickers off. So, well, there's another place I ain't living. Texas or the UK. So this article is called Share a Coke. I saw videos of this on the internets, and they're doing the Share a Coke customization feature. You can go online and customize a Coke. But now they've been doing some investigating, and they have found out that religious statements such as Jesus is Lord and Allah is Lord were flagged and rejected by the system. Meanwhile, phrases like God is dead and atheist pride went right through, and you could put that on the Coke can and bottle and send that out to your friend. Shalom, Buddha blesses, stuff like that were allowed. Also said, make America great, white pride, Black Lives Matter were all blocked. Defund the police. And the name of the group, Proud Boys, were cleared without a problem. So you could use that. It said geopolitical phrasing, stand with Israel, free Palestine were blocked. Ugh. And then it also says, I don't even want to be talking about this. References to people attracted to children, including, pedophile pride and map pride. The fuck is that? Minor attracted person. What the fuck? It made it through the filter, as it says, as of, this past Friday. I hope they fixed all that. What the fuck? And then they said workarounds could be used to trick the system, such as spacing out letters, swapping numbers for letters, and what the that last part was, dude, you see someone with that on their motherfucking Coke, you beat the motherfuck out of them. Okay? Not even as a, you beat the fuck out of them. Okay? That's it. That's all. So, they all these places are relying on AI, and AI is not perfect, and they're letting shit slip through the cracks. So, yeah. Slipping right through the cracks, baby. Disgusting. Ugh. Disgusting. Yeah. All right. I got one more episode, one more article. This pissed me off. Called Amazon Flex. There's a video out there of a woman just tossing the package onto the front porch. And I watched the video, and when she tossed the package, it sounded heavy. It sounded metallic. It didn't sound like she broke something. It sounded like she fucking just threw something. It was so loud and so heavy that you can hear the dogs barking in the background. And you know what she does? She throws it onto the porch, takes a picture, and then walks away. And the article says an Amazon worker, yes, they're an Amazon worker through a third party, because Amazon doesn't have fucking drivers per se. Everything is third party. Don't forget, I did the Amazon thing for a little bit. I'll never, ever fucking... And listen, if I'm hard up for money, I'll never, ever do that shit again. But what they do is they contract people out, third parties. Like a guy named Jimmy Smits will have a fucking... some vans... Get into a deal with Amazon. Now he's an Amazon delivery driver. So you got Jimmy Smits. And then you also have the Amazon Flex, which I don't like because people are using their own vehicles. And some of these people shouldn't even have, anything in their vehicle. Their vehicles are dirty and nasty. And you don't want your products in there. With fear of getting whatever they have in their vehicle in your package. And yeah, when I looked at the video, she wasn't going back to an Amazon van. She was going back to her vehicle. So she was a flex driver who had no fucking concern for anybody's packages, didn't care if it said fragile, hold upright, be safe. None of that. She just chucked it and went on about her day. And everybody's got cameras, dummy. And the camera caught it. And I hope that she gets reprimanded taken off the app or however they do it for a week or a month. Like, hey, listen, you're fucking with people's shit. If they didn't order this, you wouldn't have a job, bitch. So that's how you got to look at that. If people didn't order anything, some of these drivers wouldn't have jobs. So do your fucking job right so you keep the people coming back. So, yeah, fucking people. And there we go. There's a few articles that I found this week that made me go, oh, wow. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Hit me with a little bit of everything. But now it has come to that time where Chuck needs to go do some shit. He's always doing some shit. You should be too. You shouldn't just be sitting around doing nothing. Twiddling your thumbs, No, don't do that. Get the fuck up. Get outside, have some fun. It's almost a weekend, baby. It's almost a weekend. All right, let's hit that music. Don't forget, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Casually Uncomfortable, Twitter, and Casually Unchuck. Let your friends know. All right, have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself. The summertime is almost over, so get your fun in, buddy. Get it in before it starts getting chilly outside. I know I'm talking too fast about that, but hey, the way the fucking world and the rotation and how they keep switching shit up, yeah, it's going to happen sooner than later. So. All right, have a great weekend. Have fun, be safe. I was about to say be fun, have safe. And don't be a piece of shit. Peace.